What if the humblest village hid a secret so vast it would rewrite the fate of the world? In the tender embrace of dawn, the quiet village of Nazareth awoke to a morning bathed in gentle light, its humble streets whispering peace over the rolling hills of Galilee. The air carried the soft scent of olive groves and the distant bleating of sheep, a timeless rhythm of simplicity that cradled the lives of its people. Here, in this unassuming corner of the world, two hearts beat with the quiet dreams of ordinary days. Mary, a young woman of grace and kindness, and Joseph, a carpenter whose hands shaped wood with care and devotion. They were souls woven into the fabric of their village, their lives threading through the daily tapestry of chores and neighborly bonds, unaware of the extraordinary destiny hovering just beyond the horizon, a divine purpose poised to unfurl like a scroll written by the hand of God. As the sun climbed higher, Mary stepped into the morning, her spirit as bright as the sky above. She met Eli along the dusty path, a familiar face from Nazareth's close-knit fold. "Here you go, Eli, take this," she said, offering a small kindness with a warm smile, her voice a melody of goodwill. "Thank you, Mary. You're always so nice," he replied, gratitude lighting his eyes. "You're very welcome. Be careful on your way home," she urged, her thoughtfulness a quiet gift to the day. Bidding him farewell, her mind drifted to Joseph, her heart stirring with gentle curiosity. "I wonder what Joseph is up to," she mused, a fleeting thought that danced like a breeze through her soul. In that serene moment, the village hummed with its usual calm, yet beneath the surface, the Almighty's gaze rested upon them, ready to ignite a story that would echo through the ages. As the morning sun cast golden beams across the village, Mary's steps carried her toward the familiar hum of a carpenter's work. There, beneath the shade of a sturdy awning, stood Joseph, his hands deftly shaping a piece of wood, crafting something simple yet purposeful for the coming festival. Dust swirled gently around him, catching the light as he paused, sensing her presence. "Good morning, Joseph," Mary greeted, her voice soft but bright, like a breeze stirring the stillness. He looked up, a quiet smile breaking across his weathered face. Good morning, Mary," he replied, brushing sawdust from his hands. She nodded toward his work. "That looks wonderful. Is it for the festival?" Joseph glanced at the piece, his eyes warm with modest pride. "Oh, this?" "Yes, I thought the children might enjoy it," he said, his tone humble yet earnest. "How thoughtful of you, as you always are," Mary responded, her words a gentle tribute to his steady kindness. Joseph chuckled softly, resting his tools for a moment. "Well, I must be the luckiest man in Nazareth," he mused aloud, his gaze sweeping the village around them. "Thank you, Lord, for the blessings of this day and the kindness of our neighbors." His voice carried a deep gratitude, rooted in the rhythms of their shared life, the laughter of friends, the clatter of daily tasks, the unspoken bonds of a small town. Mary nodded, her heart mirroring his contentment, a quiet closeness blooming between them. "I'd better be going now. See you around," she said, stepping back with a parting smile. Joseph waved, returning to his craft, both of them wrapped in the warmth of the moment. Unseen by either, the threads of eternity were already weaving around their simple exchange, a divine hand preparing to lift the veil on wonders yet to come. The quiet beat of Nazareth is not broken until a shadow falls across Mary's path, not of cloud or tree, but of something unseen. Alone now, she paused, her breath catching as the air shimmered and thickened. Suddenly, a figure blazed into being, radiant, towering, his voice like thunder rapped. "Greetings, favored one. The Lord is with you," he declared, and Mary stumbled back, her heart pounding against her ribs. Who are you?" she stammered, eyes wide with awe and dread. "Do not be afraid, Mary," the stranger soothed, his gaze piercing yet gentle. "I am Gabriel, a messenger of God. You have found favor with him." The angel continued speaking, You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you are to call him Jesus. He will be great, the Son of the Most High, and his kingdom will never end. Her breath hitched. A son. She, unwed, untouched, chosen for this. But how can this be? She whispered, voice trembling. Gabriel's eyes gleamed with celestial fire. The Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. The Holy One to be born will be called the Son of God. A pause, then a sentence that made the knot in her chest tighten. Even your cousin Elizabeth is expecting a child in her old age, for nothing is impossible with God. Elizabeth? Barren Elizabeth. Mary's fear subsided. This was no dream. This was divine will breaking into her small, quiet life. She knelt down, her voice steadying as faith took root. I am the Lord's servant. May everything you have said about me come true. Gabriel's form flickered, then faded. Peace settled over her, leaving her alone with a heartbeat that echoed. With Gabriel's words still echoing in her soul, Mary felt a pull, a calling that extended beyond the borders of Nazareth. So, with a heart full of faith and a satchel slung over her shoulder, she set out across the rugged hills toward the home of her cousin Elizabeth. Every step is a prayer. At last she reached the threshold, her voice trembling with hope. Elizabeth, she called. From within, a figure emerged. Elizabeth, older, but glowing with a light Mary had never seen. Mary, is that you? Elizabeth cried and placed her hands on her stomach. The moment I heard your voice, the baby within me leapt for joy. Mary froze, awe washing over her. Gabriel had spoken true. Elizabeth stepped closer, eyes brimming with tears. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the child you will bear. How honoured am I that the mother of my Lord should come to me. Mary's heart swelled with a joy too vast to contain. She lifted her face to the heavens, and a song poured forth unstoppable. The Magnificat, a hymn woven from wonder and worship. Oh, blessed be my soul today, for the Mighty One has shown the way, she sang, her voice rising over the hills. Great things he's done. Holy is his name forever. His mercy flows like a river wide, scattering pride, lifting the lowly on eagle's wings. She praised his power, his justice, how he filled the hungry with finest things, sent the rich away empty, and held his promise true through ages past. Elizabeth stood rapt, hands clasped, as the melody danced between them, binding their fates in a moment of divine harmony. The days stretched into weeks, then months, 3 months in all, as Mary lingered at Elizabeth's house, a lovely house set back in the hills. Together, they wove a tapestry of shared joy, their laughter mingling with the whispers of a miracle unfolding. Her arms were steady as she helped her cousin through the hardships of her new life. Elizabeth, radiant despite her years, her gratitude a quiet flame. Her husband, Zechariah, hovered nearby. He couldn't speak with his voice, but his eyes spoke volumes. He scratched out words on scraps of parchment, filling their humble home with notes of wonder, testaments to the mystery that bound them all. He can't say a word, but he's writing everything down, Elizabeth chuckled. Every moment is a blessing. Mary nodded, her spirit settling into a deep peace, as if the surprise of Gabriel's message had found an anchor here. At times it feels overwhelming, she admitted. But then I remember, we're part of a greater plan. Elizabeth clasped her hands. Their bond was the will of the Almighty. Yet, as the 3rd month waned, Mary felt a tug toward home. Elizabeth, I must return to Nazareth, she said one crisp morning, her voice steady but tender. Joseph must be wondering about me. Elizabeth's eyes glistened, but she smiled. Go with God, dear Mary. We'll see each other again soon, I'm sure of it. Mary embraced her, then stepped back. Thank you for everything. May the Lord bless and protect you, she said, her words a parting prayer. With one last glance, she turned toward the road, leaving behind a house alive with miracles. her heart carrying the promise of what was to come. The road back to Nazareth unfurled beneath Mary's feet, the hills receding as the village's familiar rooftops rose into view. Dust clung to her sandals, but her heart lifted. She was home. As she stepped into the streets, a voice rang out. "Mary, you're back!" It was Sarah, her friend's arms flung wide in a warm embrace. "You were gone so long. I missed you," Sarah said, her eyes sparkling. Mary laughed, returning the hug. "I missed you too, Sarah. Very much." Sarah leaned in, her tone dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. "I know someone who's missed you even more, Joseph. He's been so sad without you." Mary's breath caught, a flicker of concern stirring within her. "Really? I'd better go see for myself," she replied, bidding Sarah farewell with a nod. She found him at his workbench, tools idle, his gaze distant. "Hello, Joseph," she called softly. He turned, startled, then broke into a grin. "Mary, you're back. You're actually back." He stepped forward, then caught himself chuckling. "Careful now. Can't have our best carpenter getting injured again." Mary smiled, but her eyes held a weight. "Joseph, it was incredible. Elizabeth is expecting a son, but there's more I need to tell you." His brow furrowed as she took a breath and began. "An angel of the Lord appeared to me. He said, 'I've been chosen to bear a son, the Messiah. We're to name him Jesus.'" Joseph froze, the words crashing over him like a wave. "Mary, that's quite a message. Are you certain?" he asked, voice thick with confusion. "I know it's unbelievable, but I feel it in my heart." "I'm with child," she pressed, her gaze pleading. "I need you by my side." Joseph's hands trembled, his mind a storm of doubt and care. "This is so much to take in. I want to believe you, but I don't understand," he murmured. "I need time to think." Mary nodded, her voice soft. "I'll be praying for guidance. Please know I care for you deeply." She left him there, alone with his turmoil. That night, Joseph sank to his knees, his whisper rising to the stars. "God, I don't know what to do. I love her, but this news, it's overwhelming. Please, just give me a sign." The heavens held their breath, poised to answer. Suspended in the stillness of a Nazareth night, the tale pauses here, with Joseph's heart caught in the crucible of doubt and hope. Alone beneath a canopy of stars, he wrestled with the weight of Mary's words, his whispered plea rising like incense to the heavens. The path ahead lay shrouded, a mystery yet to be unveiled, as the Almighty's hand hovered over this humble carpenter, poised to guide him through the shadows. The story of Jesus' birth, the sacred history of this divine promise, is now paused. The next chapter is waiting for you ahead. We, the storytellers, have poured our hearts into this telling, hoping you felt the pulse of faith in every word. This is but half the journey, a glimpse of the glory to come, crafted to stir your spirit and draw you closer to the light. Here at Life of Jesus Christ, we dream of sharing this epic with families across the globe, spreading hope and love to every corner of the earth. You can help us carry this torch. Hit that like button, drop a comment, subscribe to our channel, and share this tale with your kin. Your voice can lift this story higher, binding us all in a community of believers. A special shout out to our YouTube members and patrons. Your support fuels this mission, and we're forever grateful. So, hold fast to the wonder, keep a flicker of that holy anticipation alive, and join us soon for the next chapter. God bless you all, and may His peace reign in your hearts until we meet again.